What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We're going to be talking about new warriors on offense today in Alliance War. Done a lot more practice with them and using some different team combinations with these three. You can see my new warriors themselves, not that powerful. Deathpool's the most powerful at 4 red, 5 yellow. Dagger's at 4/4, and Cloak, my poor Cloak, is at 2 red, 4 yellow. Not good red star pools on him, so that's kind of messed with him. Do want to show you guys what T4s I'm running on them at least. Special and ultimate on Cloak. On Dagger, I have just her special. And then over on Deathpool, I believe I just have her special and ultimate as well. So, not going crazy on T4s. Do have them up to Blue ISO at least for Doom 2, whenever we decide to run that in the future. But you guys can see these guys, not that powerful. So what I'm using them with on offense is going to be with Loki in that 4th spot, and then either Ultron or Silver Surfer in that 5th spot. And the reason I'm using Loki at least is because of his passive and how it kind of helps drive Cloak at the beginning of the fight. You can see, let's see, where's my Loki at? My Loki is not very powerful either. Yeah, he's only like gear 12, 63k power on him. But this passive is very, very helpful because on spawn it fills his speed bar by 15, and then Mystic controllers get their speed bar added by 10%. So that does help out Cloak. Cloak goes pretty quickly in the fights you see, but also Loki with his mind control puts defense down on someone at the start of the fight. They get attacked, and depending on who I'm fighting, that could be very helpful because it allows me to spread out debuffs with the special from Deathpool. So that's always helpful. Plus, also the passive on Loki can reduce resistance on enemies. So can't really go wrong with that. Bonus focus for Mystic Controller allies and resistance as well. So even though my Cloak is a little weak, he is getting buffs from having Loki on the team as well. Now, in terms of that 5th spot, I do have a very powerful Silver Surfer, as you guys can see, 7 red on him. Tier 15, fully decked out, and his blue ISO, all the T4s. I like Surfer, and while I'll admit having Surfer on the team is a bit of a crutch because, you know, a strong Surfer can carry pretty much any team, it was very helpful in some of the bigger punch-ups that I did, and especially against Doom, because I'm able to get that ability block out and then use Deathpool to spread out that ability block. Very helpful with that. So I do like Silver Surfer on here. The other character I used was Ultron. Ultron with his bots and the ultimate, very helpful. Those buffs he gives out with the Ultron bots too, very helpful, especially with weak characters like Cloak. The regeneration on him just helps to keep him alive. So that's the team I'm using. Without any further ado, let's start off by going through some of the footage with Ultron on the team and breaking that down. So we're going to start out here with a 230k punch-up against Symbiotes. Just something simple. Symbiotes are not a good war defense team, and hopefully this shows people why they should not be putting Symbiotes on defense. I think the battle takes longer to load in than it does actually defeat the Symbiotes. Just go for Anti-Venom, and then use the ultimate from Cloak there. There we go. Bunch of characters have Blind and Disrupt on them now. And yeah, we'll use the Blind on Scream or Venom to spread it out to other characters like Anti-Venom or Carnage, or even Symbiote Spider-Man. Symbiote Spider-Man already had Blind on him. So that's special with the ultimate on Cloak, and then the special on Deathpool. Very helpful, especially when you have Blind on someone. You can see here, 30 seconds in, we've already killed most of the Symbiote team. We're gonna finish off Scream here in a second, and then we're gonna keep going. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing to really say about this one. Just an easy kill. Again, this is why you don't use Symbiotes on defense. They're so easy to get through. The AI does not play them correctly. Anti-Venom will go for the debuffs on wrong characters. Just not worth using on defense. Alright, so here's something a little more substantial. A 170k punch-up against Marauders on defense. This one's going to be the same kind of concept. We've also seen before Power Armor with Ultron can do some massive punch-ups. Ultron with New Warriors can also do it. Feels a lot more comfortable using New Warriors with Ultron than it does Power Armor with Ultron against Marauders. And we'll see here in a second. We'll get defense down. Now, here's something really interesting. The basic from Sabretooth has been reworked, so now he flips defense up into defense down. Call him the Mind Control, he's going to do the same thing. He's going to flip defense up on Strife. It's pretty much the same thing here. So now we're going to use the ultimate from Cloak, get all those debuffs out on everybody. Sabretooth does his thing, and thankfully he had offense down on him, otherwise that could have been really, really bad. We're going to spread out some debuffs here from everybody. Now, if I had Surfer, this would be a lot easier. The one big problem here is that we don't have ability block from Surfer, so Emma's still going to get off her cleanse, which could be a problem, but we're going to finish off Strife, and now we're going to try to finish off Sinister in time. He's going to clone. Thankfully, he doesn't clone Ultron. Again, this is the big problem with using Ultron against Emma. If he clones Ultron, it gets a lot more difficult for you. But at least Deathpool's there, but now if we start losing bots, Deathpool's passive is going to start going off, and we're going to have big problems. So we're going to try to finish off, Mr. Sinister. I didn't get the offense up because that bot died. But there we go. Finished off Mr. Sinister. Gonna lose some more characters there. And thankfully we have blind on Deathpool. We're gonna try to finish her off so we don't have to keep dealing with her and her ultimate or her passive going off and killing people. That's just no good. Lose another bot there. We have blind on Ultron. And now try to get the finish off Deathpool. And then go for Emma and Sabretooth. Sabretooth has gotten a lot deadlier. I'm kind of lucky that this wasn't that strong of a Sabretooth and he didn't murder someone on my team, especially on his ultimate. His ultimate deals some nasty damage now. But we're almost there. Almost got this finished off. Get the minions summoned in. And yeah, we're just kind of working our way through these characters now. So, try to finish off Mystique here, get the trigger on the passive again. A little more damage. You can see Deathpool is dealing some nasty damage on her passive. Remember, she builds up charge too. She's also going to do more damage with her ultimate too. So, or her passive. Try to finish off Emma, and now we just have Sabretooth left. Nothing crazy at this point. I mean, it's all pretty straightforward. Try to get offense down on him if possible. And yeah, what else do you need to say at this point? So, pretty significant punch up against Emma. I like this a bit better than I do against Power Armor and Ultron against Emma. So this could be something to consider if you are looking to do better than Power Armor with Ultron against Emma. Try New Warriors with Ultron against Emma. I think this one's going to perform quite a bit better. As long as like Deathpool or Ultron doesn't get cloned, you should be okay. And then here we go, Black Bolt and Coulson, a 40k punch up. This one usually is a problem with Ultron because Ultron gets disrupted by Black Bolt and you're not going to have a good time. This one actually worked surprisingly well. It's about a minute and a half long fight, but what we're going to use is we're actually going to start targeting Black Bolt, try to get him going down as quickly as possible. We're also going to try to knock out Crystal too. We did get a blind on Surfer, which was very helpful. If you don't get a blind on Surfer, without another Silver Surfer here, this could be a problem. Thankfully, we're able to get blind on him, so his ultimate missed. We don't have to worry about ability block on anybody. But now we're going to have a problem with Coulson here. We do need to get rid of Coulson as quickly as possible. We don't need his ultimate going off where he puts taunt and defense down on someone. With Black Bolt and Silver Surfer there, that could be a big issue. Now we're going to try to finish off Black Bolt. And what I did here, I didn't use the summon with the bots because I don't want Disrupt on Ultron just yet. We can finish off Ultron or finish off Black Bolt there, and then we can get bots summoned in with Ultron and not have to worry about the counter from Black Bolt. So now we're slowly working our way through. That Surfer is going to be a problem because it was offense up, as you can see. One-shots Cloak. This is the problem with a weak Cloak like that. He gets one-shot so easily. Now we're going to use that ultimate. We don't have all the debuffs flying around because we lost Cloak, but we can make do with this. So, do some nice damage there. We do have offense up on Deathpool at least. But now the bots come in. This will go much, much better. Get the summons. Get all the buffs in. And then we're going to go off with the ultimate here. Finish off someone. Get the buffs extended. Finish off Crystal. And now try to finish off Yo-Yo. And wait for it. Wait for it. She's going to go down here any second. I do hate fighting against Yo-Yo because that offense down. There you go. So, not that crazy. I mean, would you ever expect that to be a thing? I honestly, I didn't. That's why I never used Ultron against Black Bolt. But with the new Warriors there, hey, you got another team that can counter this. But now, let's move into the stuff with Silver Surfer and start breaking down those fights. So we're going to start off with the same fight here, basically, except now it's a 100k punch-up with Surfer instead of Ultron. Alright, so pretty much the same concept. We want to go for Black Bolt, try to get defense down on him. I do go back and forth between Coulson and Black Bolt, but decided to go against Black Bolt here. And then we need to get rid of Coulson so we don't have to worry about his ultimate going off and killing people. Because that ultimate with the defense down and taunt is going to go for Deathpool or a Surfer. And I really don't want that right now. So now we got ability block on Coulson. We got the blind again on Surfer, which is very fortunate. And now we're just going to try and work our way through Black Bolt. So we're going to spread the debuffs from Yo-Yo here. So we get Disrupt on Black Bolt as well. Not that it's really going to do much, but as you can see, now we're getting really close here to getting Black Bolt finished off. Use the special from Dagger to Chain. Now we got rid of Crystal. Now we just have Surfer, and we have Yo-Yo left to deal with. Surfer, thankfully, that time did not kill Cloak, thankfully, but he and Dagger are not looking that great. We get offense down and defense down on Surfer, which is very, very helpful. Use the ultimate from Deathpool to try to finish off Yo-Yo. Didn't quite get it. Summon the minions in with Loki. Disrupt on Dagger, which was a little unfortunate, but there you go. If you didn't quite catch what happened there at the end, we had the ultimate from Dagger go off, apply several debuffs to Surfer and Yo-Yo, kill Yo-Yo, and then we had the ultimate, or then we had the passive trigger from Deathpool with a 260k hit on that passive. That's kind of insane. But yeah, 100k punch up against the same team, really no problem at all. Didn't even lose anybody that time, thankfully. Now for this variant of the team, you definitely cannot use Ultron. This is with Kestrel instead of Coulson. This one I found is quite a bit more troublesome on defense. This new Warriors with Surfer still punches through it quite easily. This time we're gonna go for Kestrel. We don't want her going off. So we are going to Mind Control, get defense down on Kestrel, have characters hit her. Look at that, she's already down quite a bit of health. Get that ultimate off. Then we're going to basically use the ultimate from Surfer to finish her off, or at least try to. But we can also get ability block on Surfer there, which is not bad. The heal block, thankfully, from the ultimates there with Cloak, was able to block the healing on Crystal. And now we're going to use a special on Crystal, spread that blind to Surfer, finish off Kestrel, finish off Crystal, and just about finish off Surfer as well. Now, this is something weird. I don't know if this is a bug or not, but it seems that even with blind, Surfer is still able to transfer negative effects. I would think that'd be blocked by blind, but apparently it is not. I'll have to ask the devs about that. But now we have blind on Dagger, so we can't use her anything here. Do keep in mind that the special on Black Bolt is unavoidable, so he's going to use that here in a second. Still going to hit, even though it's unavoidable and he has blind. So now we're going to try to finish off some of these characters. Try to go for Yo-Yo if possible. Get that offense down and defense down on her. And boom, there you go. Once again, the passive on Deathpool comes through and just wipes out everybody in a second. Yeah, I love it. Look at that, 150k on that passive with offense up, no charge on her. So yeah, Black Bolt and Kestrel, very easy pickings for this team with Surfer there. Now, how about this one? A 20k, 30k punch up against Black Order with this team. This is over in about 30 seconds as well. This is a fast fight. We're gonna go through this step by step because I think a lot of people are gonna find this one very, very interesting. Let Thanos do his thing, the time shift, everything. Mind Control against Ebony or against Cole Obsidian. Hope that one of Proximo or Corvus, forgot his name there for a second. Hope they can dispel taunt. If not, you have the ultimate here from Cloak that's going to do just fine. Get some blind out on characters, which is very helpful. Now we're going to ability block Ebony Maw, so we don't have to get the defense up on the enemy team. Don't have to worry about offense down on our team. Now we have a problem though, because Thanos has been charged. So here in a second, you're going to see his ultimate. He's going to do 2 turns back to back. Basic, and then his ultimate. That kills off most of my team. I have not found a way to get Thanos to not use his ultimate with this team. So you just have to hope that you are able to withstand it, which is not the easiest thing. But now we are going to transfer all those negative effects to Ebony, get them all swapped over to Thanos as well. Use the ult or use those special here. Kill Ebony, steal those positive effects from Thanos, and then because we killed Ebony, the death pool passive went off. This one's dicey. With a Thanos ultimate, if it goes wrong and you lose most of your team, you're screwed. This is not a hard counter. This is very much a soft counter, but I wanted to throw it in here because I want to show you guys that, hey, you guys can use them to beat Black Order. It's a pain in the butt. I have seen the Ultron variant of this beat Black Order as well. I've tried it, and I've just not had good luck with it. So I didn't really want to include that one. I just want to include this one to show you guys that, hey, at least with Surfer on there, you've got a really solid chance, at least, of being able to defeat Black Order. Now, this one I wasn't quite keen on showing you guys because it's a 50k Punchdown against Mercs, but I do want to show you guys how it works, at least, so you guys can try punch across or even punch ups with this team. The taunt from Taskmaster is going to go for my Surfer, but because my Surfer has defense up and such high resistance that even with taunt, they're going to constantly target him and they're not going to steal any buffs off of him. So it's not going to be a big deal. We just have to be careful of the blind and who gets blind applied to them from Taskmaster. As you can see, we got blind applied to us from Deathpool. So the question is, what's that going to do for our team? And if that's going to screw up her passive. Now, we also did just get Loki killed off. They're kind of hammering my poor team a little bit. This one I definitely feel dicey about. We're going to use the ultimate here, apply ability block, do some damage. That healed block has also been very helpful there. The blind on Killmonger, very helpful too, because now he's not going to be able to assist and do damage. Same with Taskmaster. That was very helpful. There we go. In case you didn't quite see that. This one, I can't quite figure out what happened here on this one. Maybe someone in the comment section can figure it out for me. So we hit the passive there. There's no vulnerable on Riot Guard. We hit we hit Merc Lieutenant, and then we hit Taskmaster with that special. From what I can assume there, because it didn't show the animations, I assume the passive triggered twice there with Deathpool, where that her passive triggered her to kill Riot Guard or Taskmaster, which then triggered her passive again to hit the other character and kill them, which then triggers her passive again, which we do see the animation for here, to then kill Killmonger. I don't know. It didn't show the animation twice, but I have to assume that was her passive going off. It was a weird one, but yeah, I mean, here you go. I don't know what happened there. I honestly don't. I'm very confused as to what exactly happened there. I have to assume it's her passive going off several times. Because if you even go through, you don't even see the passive text pop up. All you see is the passive text pop up the third time when it kills Killmonger. So I'm assuming it's the passive. If someone else has a different theory, let me know down below in the comments. And then finally, we're going to show a punch across with Phoenix and Doom. This is one I've been seeing pop up a bit in War lately. I think people are trying out this Phoenix with the reworked Wolverine and throwing Doom on to see what they can do. With Silver Surfer and this new Warriors team, you're going to cut right through it. This team is a very strong counter to Doom. The ultimate from Surfer goes off before Doom has a chance to do anything, and he gets ability block on him. He drops below half health. He's pretty much done. Use the ultimate there, get the blind out on a bunch of characters. Use the ultimate here from Surfer, apply ability block. Look at that, we already killed off someone. Now Deathpool's passive is going to go off here in a second. Going to kill Doom. Going to go, it didn't go off again, but now we're going to use the ultimate there, get some charge built up on Deathpool so she does a bit more damage. And then you see that offense down with Wolverine didn't really do much. Do a basic there on Colossus. Try to do a bit more damage. Even with that defense up, some debuffs are getting through on Colossus. Finish off Phoenix here with a special from Surfer. It's going to trigger the passive from Deathpool. Going to do some damage to Wolverine. Not a big deal. We lose Loki. Now we got offense up on Surfers. That's going to be a big problem. But now we can put offense down and defense down on Phoenix, which means her ultimate's not going to hit that hard. Try to spread some debuffs from her to Colossus. We do spread speed down and offense down. Then kill off poor Phoenix with the ISO attack from Deathpool, which triggers the bonus on Deathpool, which kills Wolverine, and then we try to finish off Colossus here. So yeah, I think this one can punch up pretty solidly as well if you do want to try it. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I've got to say, man, I'm very impressed with this new Warriors team on offense. Definitely one of the better offense teams we've got going around right now. We have a lot of good offense teams going around right now, to be honest. Skeleton still holding pretty strong. Phoenix with the reworked Wolverines doing very good on offense. New Warriors with Surfer or Ultron plus Loki, very good as well. But let me know down below what you guys think about these teams and these fights. Make sure to hit the like button, share, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys next time.